No brakes, one gear. Big stakes, little fear. This is the world of Speedway. The sport sees competitors go hell for leather around 4 laps of an oval dirt track. Boasting single-cylinder engines powered by pure methanol, the bikes can accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3 seconds. The riders maintain a lot of their speed through the corners by skidding their rear wheel and gliding.
The adrenaline's pretty cool. When you're going down the straight with like one guy on your left, one guy on your right, and you're full noise at the end of the straight, and you're just leaning her in. That's a pretty good buzz.
The FIM Speedway World Championship is the sport's biggest event. It consists of 11 rounds of action in 8 different countries. There are 15 permanent riders who compete at every meet, with 1 wild card and 2 track reserves in each city. This year's championship was the 22nd edition, and it was certainly one to remember. At the start of the season back in April, all eyes were on America's Greg Hancock and Great Britain's reigning world champion Tai Woffinden. The pair headed into the campaign with 5 world titles between them, and they finished in the top 2 in the past 2 seasons. The second round in Poland's capital, Warsaw, gave an early indication of the duo's form, with both making it through to the final. Tai Woffinden in yellow made an exquisite manoeuvre early on.
Hancock's got speed! Woffinden with a drive on the inside! Hancock now tries the inside switch! Here comes Ziga!
Greg Hancock pushed him hard, but Woffinden held on to claim the 6th Grand Prix victory of his career, and with it, $12,000 prize money.
Hancock is making him work for it! Hancock on the inside! Woffinden closes the door! It's Great Britain's Tai Woffinden!
In Speedway, consistency is king. At each meet, riders take part in 5 heats. They earn 3 points towards the overall standings with a win, 2 for second and 1 for third. The best placed riders then get the chance to earn more points in the semi-finals and final.
What a move from the old master!
It took Greg Hancock in blue until the 6th round to register his first Grand Prix victory of the season. But by that stage, he'd already garnered a healthy lead in the overall standings. His maiden win of 2016 in Malila, Sweden, took him 12 points clear of Tai Woffinden in second. When the Tour returned to the Scandinavian nation 3 rounds later, another man had emerged as a contender in the race for the 2016 crown, Australia's Jason Doyle. With victory in Stockholm, he became the first man in a decade to record 3 consecutive Grand Prix wins. In the process, he eclipsed his hero Jason Crump and claimed top spot in the overall standings. With devilish speeds and such little room to maneuver on the track, crashes are commonplace in Speedway. An inflatable fence is erected around the corners to cushion impact, so the riders typically dust themselves down, get checked over by the medical staff, and jump straight back on their bike. This year's penultimate round in Toruń, Poland, produced one of the most dramatic incidents of the series.
Big crash! Horrific crash down the back straightening, and that is Doyle, the championship leader. Drama here in heat number 3.
In his first race of the meet, Jason Doyle collided with Britain's Chris Harris. Doyle suffered a dislocated shoulder, shattered elbow and punctured lung, while Harris walked away practically unscathed. Doyle was forced to withdraw from the entire competition just a single round before the final event in his home country of Australia. In his absence, Greg Hancock reclaimed the overall lead, with Ty Wolfenden and Bartosz Szmajlik still in with a slim chance of the top prize heading into Melbourne. Niels-Kristian took the GP win in Poland on the day. For the second year running, Melbourne hosted the season finale of the FIM Speedway World Championship. Greg Hancock clinched the win here last year, as he did at the inaugural Australian Grand Prix in Sydney back in 2002. Hancock needed just 3 points to put himself out of reach in the race for the world title. And the 46-year-old American calmly delivered, easing to victory in his first heat.
He's done it again. Greg Hancock is the world champion for the 4th time.
Hancock became only the 6th rider in history to win 4 world titles. Meanwhile, Ty Wolfenden and Bartosz Szmajlik both made it to the final to ensure that they surpassed the injured Jason Doyle to finish the season 2nd and 3rd overall, respectively. Australian Chris Holder took the victory on the day in front of his home crowd, but 2016 has been Greg Hancock's year.